And welcome to part 4, the final part of Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for Game Gear. We're in Crystal Egg Act 2, and Crystal Egg Act 2 is a bit of a vertical level. You have to keep climbing higher and higher upwards. It's not a go right and you win level. So, you know, just make sure you keep finding springs and keep going up and up and up and up and up and up and up, and you should be good. This game's awfully generous with free men. It's hard as hell, but at least it gives you a lot of free men to make up for that. I guess I can't complain about this game too much. Those are like the spinning wheels in Gimmick Mountain Zone. Obviously they're a lot smaller, but you generally want to jump when you're at the side of it, not when you're at the top of it. And you should fling yourself pretty high and make it through okay. Again, I don't find Scrambled Egg all that challenging, honestly. It just might be a little confusing with all the hidden blocks and walls that you have to move through. Another free man! Yeah, okay, this game is very generous with free men. I don't know what to tell you. I also have nothing to say. We're at the end of the game already. Invincibility box down there. You can make the rest of the level that much easier, even though there's like no enemies in this game, in this level at all. You think Eggman would defend Crystal Egg with a whole bunch of enemies guarding it? I don't know. Where are they? But I digress. That's the last signpost, and now we're heading to the final battle of the game, where we once again meet Eggman instead of the robots he's been sending at us the whole time. And believe me, this took like 8-10 tries just to beat Eggman, because I haven't played this in ages, and oh my god, is it annoying. Eggman is in this big room, this big chamber, where he's shooting all these different magical, electric, you know, attacks. Some are just like floating around in the room, going in circles. Some is electricity that will turn on and off, filling the whole room. And so what you want to do is wait for that to happen before you take a shot at Eggman, because at any moment that electricity could go off and fry you and kill you in one hit. And that's no good. That's no good. Anywho, he also has these electricity lines that go at the bottom of his machine, and they go along the bottom of the ground. There, you just saw it, just briefly. So sometimes you don't want to jump just because you might accidentally land on that. And it's basically a waiting game. You have to wait for the exact right moment to jump into Eggman, because any of these attacks can kill you in one hit, and they always take up most of the room. So you really want to watch and make sure you're jumping at the right exact moment. If you jump at the wrong time, you are going to die. And what makes this really unbearable is it takes quite a few hits to knock out Eggman, too. So you're going to be here for a while, and every time you fuck up, you have to come and wait another 10 minutes, or 3 minutes just to beat him again, and then you fuck up again, and then you're waiting another 3 minutes to beat him, and it's just like, ah! It's the most frustrating thing in the world when you fail at a very long boss. And this isn't just Sonic, this is like any video game. When you're fighting a long boss that takes forever to kill, and then he kills you at the very split-second end, and then you have to do it again, and you're just like, fuck! Just die already, Eggman, die! But with enough patience and making sure that electricity goes off before you do it, like the fill the whole room electricity, you should be good. You can go down the ceiling tunnel as well, but I find just flinging up from the bottom tunnel gives Sonic momentum that allows him to just bounce off and go back into the tunnel in the same smooth animation. So it just feels more convenient to me to pop out of the bottom tunnel. Going to the top, you land on the ground, and then you have to jump at Eggman, and then you have to go to the left to get to the bottom tunnel. And it takes more time than it should, honestly. You don't want to spend that much time in the big chamber room. His attacks will kill you in one hit, and that's always a pain in the ass. You don't want that. I am lucky! I am so lucky. I was going to die if that was not the final hit. Why are you faster than me? Well, unfortunately, Sonic is too late. Eggman escapes, yet again. But luckily, we did save our friend Tails, thank God. Even Sonic doesn't know what the fuck either. Whatever. We saved Tails, the end. So basically that is Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Game Gear. I made it look very simple and very easy, but trust me, I had a hell of a time playing this when I was a kid. I had a hell of a time playing it when I was a teenager. I still have a hell of a time playing it. I just practiced the hell out of it to make it look flawless for this LP. I know a whole bunch of people who just couldn't even get past the first zone. That antlion boss with the rocks and the steep hill, that threw so many people off. I couldn't believe it. I don't know why they chose that for the first boss, but okay then. I am going to post an alternate ending video, but I'm not going to talk over it because that requires talking over the credits again, and really I have nothing else to say. So I'm just going to say that in the alternate ending, Tails doesn't run along with Sonic because, well, okay, if you don't have the Chaos Emeralds, you finish the game at Scrambled Egg. You fight Silver Sonic, he doesn't drop a Chaos Emerald, and then it just cuts to the credits. And in the credits, Sonic is running by himself, and then he looks up to the sky and sees a Force Ghost of Tails or something. And I guess it's implied in that ending that Tails dies, or that Eggman still has him or something. I don't know what the hell's up with that ending. It seems awfully dark and weird for a Sonic game. That's all that happens, plus the music's different, but you're going to hear it when I post the video. I'm just not going to talk over that video because I have really nothing to say about it. You know, it's an alternate video, it's an alternate ending. What can I say again? But Sonic 2, it's great, you know. It's got the right level of difficulty. It's not impossible if you know what to do. It's fairly competent. It's a good game. It's very hard, though. So I'm warning you, you probably won't beat it. Maybe you will. I hope my advice on how to beat the bosses and whatnot gave you some tips. Music's fantastic. I love the boss theme. I love Scrambled Egg Zone's theme. It's a good game. Pretty much all I can say about that. Thank you, game. It was a pleasure playing. You're welcome. When Sonic and Tails are together in this ending, they look up to the sky and see Sonic and Tails Force Ghosts. So, yeah. Either way, that's Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I'm going to be doing Sonic CD next, so look forward to that. I am the Great Clement. Toodles. Kiss my fat ass!